All right, back again with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honors unto the elders, apostles, bishops of the great millstone who do rule and teach well. Peace and blessings also to the sincere believers, the hopefully elect of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, believing in all diligence and sincerity. To the brothers pushing this truth to the four corners of the earth, putting your life on the line to do so, and also to the few sincere Akwad listening and learning as well. To you I say, Shalom. So I'm just back with two redacted videos I want to touch on real quick, because as you can see, the title of the lesson, NATO and the EU betraying America is biblical prophecy. And this is exactly what we're seeing take place right now with all these wars going on. You see, Davos, they've declared this year the year to regain trust. So by that very statement, it's clear that these Davos elites, they know that people do not trust them. And ultimately, because all the things that they're doing, people see that it's not benefiting them. And people are realizing that, wait a minute, the so-called conspiracy theorists, these people were correct the whole time. And there's a wealth of information on the internet that people can delve into now and get the truth, because the mainstream media is not giving it to them. So now underground media platforms are really the places to go. Dabu 7, Redacted, People's Voice TV, RT, Russia Today. You know what I'm saying? People are going to all different kind of platforms to get what's really going on within the earth, you see. But in the midst of all that, you're having tensions with these nations boil over. And it's to the point now, we already see what's going on with Turkey. Turkey is about to leave NATO because, you know, they're pretty much tired of this American-led hegemony, man. You know, Turkey is tired of America. You know, they're more closer to the European nations, you know, but even that is being made sour, okay, because of America's policies that are being put in place. And also what's going on over there in Gaza, you know, with the continued genocide of the Palestinian people. The Turkish, even though they're a part of NATO, they're Muslims, and they've been very outspoken against America and that whole thing. So we know Turkey at some point is going to switch on America. You know, they're going to leave. You know, they're going to join the BRICS nations, no doubt. You know, they're going to side with Russia. They're going to side with China. You know, they're going to side with Iran, you know, because that's going to be in their, best interest. You know, but hey, the things that the West is doing, mainly America, because America is referred to in the scriptures as the hammer of the whole earth. Okay, so they just go around bullying everybody, making people lay down to their demands. But we're in a time now where the Lord is putting a different spirit on these nations, especially the allies, or, you know, what is going to be the former allies of America. You know, they're seeing that America really doesn't care about the integrity of NATO. They don't care about the integrity of the European Union. America's pretty much out for their own interests. So I'll go ahead and play this video. I believe it's like a 2 or 3 minute portion of this, and then I have another redacted video as well. This is fair use to edify all those that are watching. Just a quick YouTube disclaimer. So with that being said, let's go.
In war, nothing. They're just there to prepare to capitalize on it. Will that rebuild trust? No, because they're admitting that basically everyone in Davos will just follow the U.S. agenda. Look at this panel that exists for no other reason other than to point out how the United States sets the global agenda. It's just no other country has a panel like this. It's not like what China wants, what Russia wants. It's just the United States. They're the leaders. Show up.
Who's going to be there at that panel? Is it going to be like other countries that come there and sit there like sycophants who are like, you know?
Lloyd Austin.
Yeah.
And what's so funny is the whole world's suffering because of the whole world is suffering because of us. Germany is going through what they're going through because we blew up their Nord Stream pipeline. Like, we are responsible for.
You see that? And this is common knowledge. the European nations, they're not as outspoken as what happened to the Nord Stream pipeline. But best believe that they know that America is responsible behind that. Because I remember when it happened, that was a big deal. You know, because Germany, really what happened with that, just a quick synopsis. Germany, they were dependent heavily upon Russia for the oil and the natural gas that was getting streamlined into Germany directly from Russia. So Germany was kind of in good with Russia, right? So America, the reason why they went in there and blew up that whole Nord Stream pipeline, which it really wasn't just Germany, it was all of Europe that was benefiting from that pipeline. Then when Russia decided to invade Ukraine, U.S. imposed the sanctions. Oh, you can't trade with Russia. You can't do this. You can't do that. Mind you, the European nations, they never had a problem trading with Russia. They had good relations in trade. So when America came in and destroyed the Nord Stream pipeline, that was pretty much America in their mind solidifying their allies, not going to America, because it was looking for a good minute that Germany was about to jump ship and side with Russia, you know, to avoid those sanctions, because the sanctions that America put on the European nations against Russia, that was hurting them, man. You know, everything was going up. Fuel cost was crazy. The cost of grain, you know, because Ukraine is like the breadbasket of the world, or one of them. So with all those commodities being cut off, Europe was getting hit hard, while America was just fine. You know, so this is why, as he said, you know, Germany is going through what they're going through. France, Netherlands, you know, they're going through what they're going through really because of America. And mind you, these are NATO and European Union member states, but they're suffering because of their own allies. So this is leading into the inevitable. This is leading to biblical prophecy, in which these European nations are going to separate. Okay, they're going to give the middle finger to America, and they're going to side with the enemy. Let's continue.
For these people going through this stuff, and they're gonna like put us up as like, here, you want to be like more like America, here you go.
Right. Yeah. This is the most ridiculous. I mean, look at the description of this. Like, given the fundamental transformations in the world, how will the U.S. respond, and where will it lead? Like, please tell us, America, where are you going to lead us by the nose, and we'll just follow. That's a panel at the World Economic Forum is just, what does Uncle Sam want? That's weird, yes. Right?
It's like the whole panel, like all of the different panels, and then here's just one random panel. It's like how America
tells us what to do.
Tells us what to do. Are you going to go to that panel after lunch today? The how America tells us what to do.
Right.
Yeah, I have.
And the thing about it, the NATO, the America's European allies, they're not about to be following America for too much longer. You see, because what's going on right now in the South China Sea with Taiwan, their elections are coming up, and depending on who wins that election, China is going to go in and invade Taiwan and absorb it back into Chinese territory. And the French president, Emmanuel Macron, he was very outspoken about that. He said, yeah, if war does break out in the South China Sea between China and Taiwan, which is really China and America, France is not going into that conflict. France, Emmanuel Macron was very outspoken. He said, no, we're not going over there. America is on its own. Because that doesn't involve France. See, we're concerned with the North Atlantic, defending the North Atlantic. What America's doing with China and, you know, over there with Russia, that's their business, right? But Europe will defend Ukraine because that's like right in their backyard. But as far as the South China Sea, they ain't worried about that. That's not their fight. Okay, so when America eventually does go into Taiwan, more likely than not, according to biblical prophecy, their allies are not going to follow them. So they're not going to be listening to America for too much longer. Let's continue.
I have to go because they told me I have to go. So
I mean, you can see these sort of more populist leaders saying, I'm not showing up to that, you know, and then maybe not. We'll see. I don't know. Will that rebuild trust? Even going there, like imagine you voted for Javier Milei or
He's going, by the way.
to the World Economic Forum.
Yeah.
Right. Imagine you voted for him and then you watch him taking notes in a panel like this. The voter who would vote him in would be so pissed off, don't you think? Watching Georgia Maloney taking notes, like, okay, what does the U.S. want from me? I'm going to.
Well, that's the frustrating part, right? When you think, okay, yeah, Georgia Maloney in Italy, we're going to see this revolution. And then she's on the phone with Klaus Schwab. Like, come on. You know what? We've all been played. Javier Milei. Oh, we've all been played, right? That's the thing. Where do we have these leaders who are separate from this?
Who are saying, I'm not showing up to that. I'm not going to do that.
It's a big joke.
Who was the leader recently we talked about that literally just said everyone hates America? It was a Czech leader, I thought.
Or was it Orban? No.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
Was it Czech?
And that's the thing, man. Everybody hates America. Okay? Everybody hates America because they see that America is world police. America is bullying all these nations. They're even bullying their own allies, man. Let's continue.
I think it was a Czech leader. Anyway, maybe leaders.
So maybe there should be a panel on how the United States can restore trust.
And then they go and listen, not present.
Right. Okay. So the United States has been bullying its allies and partners and setting up military bases around the world for many, many years. How can the United States restore trust and faith in the world? How can we be looked up as a bastion of freedom?
The panel is just a bunch of random names that we don't know because they're just citizens that are speaking about it.
Well, okay. Speaking of citizens, could this...
Yeah, so that's pretty much all I wanted to get out of that. Now, we can get to Revelation 17 and 16, okay? Because, hey, the scriptures speak about this same very thing. This is what we're seeing develop right now. Revelation 17 in verse 16, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast. Now, the beast as a whole makes up the European Union, the Nato, and America being the head of it. Okay, America is the whore. All right. The 10 horns are the original European Union member states. Of course, there's more now, but it started out with the 10. Okay. So the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. Okay, which is America. Just like Clayton Morris was saying in that video, everyone hates America. You see, and you see why everyone hates America, because the policies that they put in place, which are even against their own allies, man. So the beast, NATO and the EU, they're going to hate the whore. They're going to hate America, which they do hate America right now, man. This is why they about to, let's read on. And shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. See, so the beast, okay, they're going to turn on the whore, man. Okay, they're going to turn on America. They're going to side with America's enemies. And they're going to do what? They're going to make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Now, how is this going to happen? This is going to happen through war. This is going to happen through mainly the thermonuclear ICBM missiles, okay, that these European nations are going to shoot over to America. You see, this is how America, the whore, is going to be made desolate and shall be burned with fire. You see, verse 17, for Yahweh hath put it in their hearts to fulfill his will. So this is all the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. This is all the will of the Lord, that even America's own allies, the whore's allies, are going to turn, see, to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of Yahweh shall be fulfilled. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth, okay, which is America. All right. So now we see that this same very prophecy is shaping up, man. Big time. All right. And I also want to get this as well. Okay. Because now Ukraine is demanding that women join the war and orders 50,000 Ukrainian women to join this war effort in a last ditch effort. Because basically there's no more men left, you know, and the mainstream media hasn't been putting this out there, but this Ukraine war is a complete failure. This Ukraine war has cost countless lives, a lot of resources, and Russia just running through Ukraine. It's so bad to the point now where there's rumors that Russia is going to annex Ukraine. They're going to go into Poland, take Poland, and then from there launch an attack directly into Europe. All right. And of course, they're going to be backed by China. They're going to be backed by North Korea. They're going to be backed by Iran, the kings of the East, right? This is why Sweden, now they're trying to get Sweden to join NATO, because Sweden is like right there on the Russian border. You know what I'm saying? So NATO is trying to get as strong as they can get, because they already know that America is not going to be there to help them. That's why, who was it? It was the prime minister of Italy or something like that. He said that, listen, we need to create a European army, like a de facto European army. Why? Because of this Russian threat. So that just shows you how powerful that Russia is. Listen, man, Russia ain't no joke. You see? Russia ain't no joke. But yeah, now they calling for 50,000 women to join the war. And best believe this is coming to America. You see, this is coming to America, man, because all these wars that America is jumping off all over the place, they're going to conscript women as well. Now, of course, more men are going to be taking the war because there is a draft coming back. They've been talking about it heavy. There is a draft, but, more men are going to be taken, but women are going to be taken as well. All right. So this is all leading up to the battle of Armageddon. All right. Let's check this out.
Go fight. Now, according to reports today, Ukraine has ordered over 50,000 uniforms for women to fight. And they're putting out nice propaganda pieces so you can see what it looks like to be a woman fighting in Ukraine. You can see the nice garb. This is what you'll get, ladies, in Ukraine. You don't go to nightclubs anymore. All the men have died. So,
flattering.
So it's all, there's no men left in Ukraine. So if you maybe.
You heard what he said. He said there's no men left in Ukraine. All the men have died. This is why they're going to the extreme now of conscripting women, because there's no men left. You see? And that reminds me, 2 Ezra 16 and 32, and the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel therethrough. Verse 33, the virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms, the women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. Why? Why are the women, the virgins, going to be mourning? Having no bridegroom? Because 34, in the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. You see, so this is why, man. Okay. And like Clayton Moore said, in Ukraine, there's no more men left. Okay. There's no more men left for these women. So these women might as well go to war. All right. Because they ain't got no husbands. All their husbands, according to 2 Ezra 16, are being killed off in these wars. You see, so the words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua do not go out void, man. Okay, we're seeing prophecy take place in real time. And this is coming to America. If you don't think it's coming to America, you need to wake up, man. Okay, you need to come out of La La Land, because this thing is coming sooner than what you think. Let's continue.
Maybe you want to meet a woman now. That's your only choice. And the best way to do that is to meet a woman on the front lines. So we're going to share these different outfits. And this report today.
They must be out of shoestrings and boots. She's wearing tennis shoes with no strings in.
Oh, I missed that. See, that's what women always notice the shoes.
David's not a woman.
Oh, that's right. But he always notices women's fashion.
He does. He likes
He's very.
it.
All right, so pretty much the point has been made with that. Let me get Isaiah 4:1, because Isaiah 4:1 is going to come of this too. All right. Isaiah 4:1, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. You see? So these are the times we're coming into where there's going to be such a shortage of men, because all these men, they're going to die in the wars. They're going to be taken by famine. They're going to be taken by disease. You see? And there's already way more women than men. I believe now it's like 10 to 14 women per one man. You see? So there's already a shortage of men. You have a lot of single women that's out here, man. And this prophecy is about to come to pass. Okay, many women are going to come to one man Okay, they're not gonna ask you for anything. They're not gonna have requirements. Oh, he gotta make 6 figures a year, or he gotta be this tall. No, they ain't gonna care, man. Okay, if you're a man, and because really the only men that are gonna be left through all these calamities are the men of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, the men of the Lord. Okay, Lord willing, we be of that number, but we're gonna have peace. We're gonna have stability. We're gonna be in our right minds in that day. And as it says in Isaiah, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding shall be the stability of thy times. You see? So the only stable men, the men that are going to have protection, are the men of the Lord. Okay, all these other men, these Pookies and Ray Rays and, men that are of this world, they're going to get done in, you see? Because they don't have the protection of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, and then women are going to see that, and they're going to gravitate toward the men of the Lord. All right. So look, man, these are the times that we're in, very perilous times, you see, and it's all coming down. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and end this lesson here. Hopefully it was edifying through the Ruach HaKodesh. In closing, call halal, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Ruach HaKodesh. And until next time, Lord willing, shalom to the elect.